Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I wanted to come and wish you a wonderful Sunday. I've been asked to talk a bit about the elementals and the dragons, and so I'm going to talk about this and other things as well. But I want to pull a few cards first and see what the angels may reflect to us today. So, how nice. So the past is, I'll let you interpret it intuitively, is courage. Develop more courage. The present is wealth, the card of wealth, inner wealth and outer wealth. And the outcome is liberation. So we're all going to be liberated. What we're working on through now is a teaching, it's an initiation, it's apprentissage, it's an initiation. We've been initiated, and the outcome will be patience to allow things to unfold naturally. Things comes at the right time when we are ready. So to speak about the elementals are invisible beings that live. We want to first. I want to talk about the dragon. The dragons are mythological creatures. They were both part of the myth in China as in the Occident, but they were physical creatures at some point. Then they get polarized and dualized. And so they disappear, they vanish from this reality, yet we all are connected to an ascended dragon in the sixth dimension. They are the keeper of the sacred flame. And so when they were breathing, their inner chemistry was like when they breathed out, they breathed out a gas that became fire when it comes into the contact of the air. That's why we saw them breathing fire. It's just natural for them. And they have this huge body, those tiny little wings, but they master anti-gravity, and they can teach you that. I know Spirit will lead me to learn that. And so connect to your dragon. Yeah, there are those dragons that have been polarized. They are, and so the ascended dragons have a golden eyes, and you'll connect to them. And so, but there is also the dragons that are polarized. All those who are contrasting this matrix are dragon-like creatures. I was face to face with one the other day, brilliant creature. I was in my I am presence. I didn't feel like threatened or anything. But they're very brutal beings. They're only connected to the lower chakras. They have no connection to the heart. They only respond to order. Everything in the society. They come from Draco. They invaded the galaxy long ago. And eventually we'll be called to help them to reconnect, to recreate an emotional body so that they will be able to reconnect, reascend, but that's not yet the time. For now, those beings are really going to be going out because the light frequency of the earth is really too much for them. And so do not even bother going to investigate that. They're like dinosaurs, but they have human forms. And those will not. They only feed on fear and power. So do not pay attention to that, to them, but they exist and they're here, and everything will be revealed in due time. The most important elementals we need to connect to right now are the fairies. The fairies are fifth dimensional beings. Even if you don't see them, call on the fairy queen next door. Go into nature, call on the fairy queen, ask them to send legions of fairies to surround you, invite them into your home, spend Christmas with them. They're really wonderful. They're poetic. They really will lead you back into the sense of joy and celebration. And so just keep on connecting to those fairy creatures and their higher elementals. There are also unicorns and elves and all kinds. And there is lower elementals as well, but those are being transmuted little by little. For within the invisible world, there are positive beings, and then there is dark shadow beings as well. So, but focus only on those who are bringing you light, and do not be afraid. Once you remember your connection to the soul and the spirit of God and your source, then everything is just you're just instrumental in transmuting the program, transmuting. For fairies will be your great associates, and let them lead you to the space of joy and celebration of the fifth dimension, and play more with them, connect with them, connect to the fairies. And so I wanted to discuss also for all the elementals, there is also the Devic beings, the Devic angels that are coordinating all those many kingdoms. And then there is the Elohim, the creator of forms. We will be eventually able to see them. Right now, even if we cannot see them, know they're here and they're available, they're present. For the 3D mind cannot figure out all those things that are going on. It's like being in the storm. We need to elevate ourselves above the clouds, and from there everything will find sense and meaning. And so to stay from a state of neutrality, it's like if you project yourself into your future, into the future. And so you find already this space of peace and serenity. Also wanted to talk about the monoliths there is monoliths that are appearing in Romania, in California, in Utah, and there will be many more that will be appearing. This in Utah was captured by the US forces. US, so some agencies of the secret agency from the US government. But they will not make heads or tails of it. They come from another world, and they are made of materials that are extraterrestrial. They will not be able to figure it out, and eventually they might just disappear, and they may reappear. It is just a soft way to say, hey, you're not alone. Prepare yourself. And just as more flying objects will appear in the sky more and more, they're preparing humanity for a kind reconnection to the greater family of the universe. It is important to learn to spend time to stop for a moment and stop for a time of appreciation. For appreciation, it's so many things to appreciate. Whatever you can appreciate. It's so much to appreciate. And to appreciate, you have two hands, you have a body, you enjoy your cup of coffee, you appreciate that. You have a power. If you drive your car, appreciate you have this amazing engine that can take you. Appreciate the birds in the sky. Appreciate anything. So much to appreciate. Find something to appreciate, and give thanks for the moment. The more you are in this state of appreciation and giving thanks to the moment, the faster things will flow into our life. To give thanks for the spirit of love within each moment, and the spirit of love that contribute to the moment, and breathe in the love and light, and just continue to cultivate that. The appreciation brings joy and contentment from within yourself. Understand you are always honored and appreciated by the angelic kingdoms and by all the higher beings of the universe. It is not what we need to do is to create this golden bridge, and there are many beings from the Pleiades and other places that are coming to assist in creating this golden bridge, like a golden ticket to a paradise reality that has to be created within by cultivation of that connection to our inner self. And so this bridge is the bridge of love, peace, and unity, and they're all coming from the whole galaxy. There is like countless civilizations that have extended light, and it's like they're extending hands. Like you just gotta take their hands, and they will show you things, see how it feels. But it's like these great electromagnetic energies of consciousness that are extended to Mother Earth and to whole of humanity. And so I'm going to pull a few cards, continue to discuss a few ideas. I just wanted to send greetings, but to work on this connection to the fairies. It is important. For the highest wisdom for us today is the destinies. We're getting ready for our destiny to fulfill the new cycle. What we have to understand is a solid foundation for love, peace, and unity are this very, very solid foundation. Yet right now it's like we've been navigating on a heavy storms, and so we've been like, and then we just putting our foot on the ground, and so it's like our head is a bit dizzy. You need time to acclimate to the stability of the new ground, and so then just sit on your I am present. It's like a very comfortable chair, and you'll be able to watch the show. What we need to do is TikTok, is connect to the timeless moment of now, the eternal moment of now. This will happen more and more. We'll be able to be connected. And the outcome is a never-ending story. It means that there will still be drama that will be happening, but they're not necessary for you to participate in the dramas. For there's going to be a great shaking down of many, many levels. There's a little meditation that can be interesting, something I've done years ago, but it's interesting if you haven't done it. It's to sit in meditation and to call on Mother Mary, to receive the roses of the Kumaras. Kumaras are celestial family from the Christ, the Sanat Kumara. They're like it's also a celestial attainment as well. But it's part of a central course, master soul, and so the rose is the higher frequency. Is a higher frequency flower. Is one of the highest frequency of the planet, and the rose symbolizes freedom and exploration and discovery, and so it's a cosmic. It's like a cosmic, and then so Mother Mary will come down, and you can greet her, and for she's a wonderful companion and friend. For all those beings, even God, this has to be seen as a companion and friend. choose to not hear the voice of fear and choose the voice of love every day. It's very important to choose that every day. So this is Mother Mary will come down with a whole range with all the colors, and there is all those flowers. They have no thorns. They're beautiful flowers, and then you can pick and choose how many flowers, how many rows you take with each color, and then you assemble your collection of flowers, of roses, and then you'll understand why later you've chosen certain colors, you made certain arrangement, but they're yours to take. You can take as many as you like, and work with that for the it is just an exercise to assemble this collection of roses. We have to see that there is first and second dimensional beings have been elevated into the third. The mineral, the plant, and the animal kingdom are getting much more even consciousness in relationship to their power of free will. They've been, and now with us, the third dimension, we've been elevated. We are getting elevated into the fourth and fifth dimension or above if we're ready. In order to ascend, we need to erase all the karma to bring back the balance. For the Christ came in and took on the karma of humanity. He had no karma, but he went through the crucifixion, so he took on all this karma. He wanted to transmute, and it took about 2,000 years to come into form, and now it is happening. It is coming. We need to eliminate all those tension and density within our body. The more light we have within our body, the less dense our physical body, and eventually our physical body is going to turn into a light body. And there is 12 steps in the ascension of the light body. For it is also like a death of the ego, and as when the death of the ego, it's like a void, a null zone. It's like we may feel depressed, may feel lonely, we may feel a sense of loss, but it is all because it's needed to let go of that, and then a new reality emerges. For each soul has a unique past, a unique history, a unique origin, a unique history, a unique destiny. It is like everybody's like a unique path to ascension, a unique timeline, and all the timelines may be contradictory sometimes. Somebody ascending is seeing one truth, and then somebody who's ascending seeing an opposing truth or different story. But those stories are all true and happening in relative reality. We're not as limited as we think. The universe is far greater than what we can believe and think. And so we connect to egregores as well, collective consciousness, the understanding of how it works. It works like magnet. It is law of attraction, cause and effect, and attraction. So it is what we sow, we harvest, and sooner or later. And so connect to the egregore of love, peace, and unity. And it will dissolve all the other egregores, and it will attract that, and choose only love. Be fearless. You are God in form, so you can be fearless. You can go and play. And your I am, when your spirit guides and your I am presence will let you know if you're going in the wrong direction, and you receive the information you're going in the wrong direction. Just stop and just redirect yourself. Follow the guidance, for the guidance is the GPS. The spiritual GPS is the voice of the heart, and we're going to be able to tune into that more and more and more, and to always be in the flow, eventually in the divine grace. And so do not be afraid to speak, to talk to everybody you meet. For some, if you know some people is not receptive, maybe they changed since the last time you saw them. So, but give them an opportunity to awaken their own spirit and their own awakening. Create that. Do not be shy. Do not be just express yourself in a gentle way. For the whole truth will soon be known. It's like you have front row seat to that great show that is going to be unfolding. And sometimes we go up on the stage. We say, "Oh yeah, something I need to. I'm the director of my show, and so I need to direct the actors in that direction. I need to give them pointers, or I need to bring in some lines inside the show so that the show becomes better. And then once you've done your work, you go down to the stage and you sit again to become contemplative of what is going on. There's time for action and time for contemplation, for action and non-action, the harmonious connection between the two. This is really what we're developing. Also, we need to understand the United States is the catalyst to the change for the world. I'm going to ask you don't have to do it, but it's to support and pray for the President of the United States, for he's the one who's been chosen to bring about this freedom to the world. The United States is holding the key to the freedom of the whole world, and so he's very important. He's been chosen for that mission, and he's doing it. So if you do not like him, it's not a matter of liking his personality, his policies, or his character even, but understand he's got a sense beyond all that, and so if you do not like him, you can always pray for justice, for freedom, and for and for truth. For that is really, it's not beyond political parties or opinion, freedom, truth, and justice. This is really what we want for the whole world to be free. Everything will come into light, will come into, everybody will know. And there are great waves of light that are coming by the end of this month and throughout the whole year, next year, and they're going to impact the earth. But it will be very difficult for the sleepers, and it's going to be a rude awakening. It's like a cold shower for them, for those who are sleeping. So stay in your sacred space, in the space of your sacred heart. That's where you're safe. For the more you invoke your source, you remember that you are God informed, that you are love, the more protection and the easier the program will be. As we believe in darkness, darkness will come to mirror ourselves. So do not hear the voice of fear. Do not listen to that voice of fear. Listen to love only. And do not believe that the plan of the old world order, they're going to try to continue to try to say that they're going to happen, and all the catastrophists, all the conspiracies that they will happen and all those things. Do not believe in that, and they will not happen. They're trying to seek to convince as many people that their plans will work so they can co-create that together. But it is the great awakening that we want to empower, that we need to empower, for that is really what is going on. Yet it will be a massive cold shower on the mass population for when this great awakening is happening. So it's about getting our ground, becoming well-centered within the peace and serenity, and to sit in your I am presence and to watch the show unfolding. This is really what is most essential, to let go of the ego and to let God, the God self, your true self, to unfold. And from there, we're going to be able to there's going to be a lot of magic going on, and to trust that, to believe in that. I'm going to sing a song to finish, to conclude, and then pull one more card. Yesterday I was watching this movie. Well, I saw it in French. I had never seen it in French, and it lost a little bit in French version. It's losing a little bit of the humor. It's called The Big Lebowski. It's from the Coen brothers. And it's really a great movie, and it's very funny. And this song is a song of Bob Dylan in the movie, and this morning it just went very, very strongly inside my head, and so I felt I'd sing it. It's called The Man in Me. La 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 la. La 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 la. The man in me will do nearly any task. As for compensation, there's little I would ask. Take a woman like you to get through to the man in me. Storm clouds are raging all around my door. I think to myself I might not take it anymore. Take a woman like your kind to find the man in me. But oh, what a wonderful feeling just to know that you are near. Set my heart a-reeling from my toes up to my ear. The man in me will hide sometimes from being seen, but just because he doesn't want to turn into some machine. Took a woman like you to get through to the man in me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. A little song. It took a woman like you to show me the man in me, for we are complement. We're here to mirror each other. I recommend this movie if you've never seen it. Everybody's seen The Big Lebowski, but it's very, very funny. I enjoyed it. It's a classic. I'm going to pull one more card. It is the new angle. So we are asked to look at things from a new angle. It's like a rebirth, a new vision that is emerging. It's the Archangel Samuel. He tells us there is a better way of doing things. Time for reflection, dare to be different. So it's very much about being different and to change, to be allowed to move back to this space, to let go of the drama that will be unfolding. So much drama is going to be unfolding. Stay in your space of peace and serenity, and from there you'll find the joy of sitting in your true self, yourself and to be able to participate in a meaningful way that is comfortable as well. I want to thank you very much. If you want a private session with me, do not hesitate to send me an email. And thank you for your donations, really assisting me right now, as well as your like, your comment, your sharing, your subscription. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday. I'll talk to you later. Namaste.